What made the moment so haunting wasn't just the miss, it was what it represented. Jeudy was standing wide open, no defenders in sight, waving for the ball like a man begging to be noticed. Gabriel had perfect protection, set his feet, and still managed to sail the pass into the stands like he was auditioning for a baseball team. In that split second, as the ball left his hand, you could feel every Browns fan's stomach drop. And then came the yell, raw, furious, completely unfiltered. It wasn't the sound of a man angry at his teammates. It was the sound of a quarterback angry at himself, at the mounting pressure, at the reality that maybe, just maybe, he isn't cut out for this level of the game. The internet showed no mercy. Within hours, comment sections became graveyards of criticism. Fans didn't just call the throw bad, they called the entire experiment with Gabriel a failure. Bench him. Trade him. Start Shadur Sanders now. Those became rallying cries, repeated thousands of times across every platform. The outrage was relentless, and it wasn't just about one missed throw, it was about years of built-up frustration. Browns fans have seen this story before. The promise of a savior quarterback, the glimmers of hope, and then the inevitable collapse. Gabriel's outburst simply gave them a face and a sound for their anger. It's easy to see why. This wasn't a one-off mistake, it was part of a larger pattern that's been haunting Gabriel since his rookie debut. His passes have been inconsistent, often off target even when the pocket is clean. Throws that should move the chains end up in the dirt. Short routes become overthrows. It's the kind of inaccuracy that chips away at confidence, not just for the quarterback, but for everyone in the huddle. Side-by-side videos comparing Gabriel's college highlights to his professional struggles have flooded social media, showing a painful contrast between the confident, poised player he once was and the overwhelmed athlete he's become under NFL pressure. The fan base has turned this into a movement. Sports radio is flooded with callers demanding a change. Local newspapers are running opinion pieces questioning Kevin Stefanski's loyalty to his starter. The same supercomputer analytics department that supposedly identified Gabriel as Cleveland's future is now being mocked mercilessly online. Fans joke about unplugging the broken computer and throwing it into Lake Erie. For a franchise that prides itself on being analytical, the optics couldn't be worse. Every overthrown ball now feels like a failure not just of one player, but of an entire organizational philosophy built on data that apparently didn't see this coming. Behind the scenes, the pressure on Stefanski is reaching unbearable levels. If he sticks with Gabriel, he risks being accused of stubbornness and incompetence. If he benches him, it's an admission that the front office's grand plan has failed. It's the classic coaching dilemma, ride or replace. But the longer Gabriel's struggles continue, the less it looks like a tough decision and more like a ticking time bomb. You can sense it in the locker room too. Even if no one will say it publicly, teammates are professionals. They know when the guy under center is holding them back. The defense has done its job, the receivers are getting open, and yet the scoreboard rarely reflects their effort. How long before quiet frustration turns into open dissent? Meanwhile, the name on every fan's lips is Shadur Sanders. The rookie has been waiting patiently, or maybe not so patiently, on the sidelines. His college resume glows with accuracy, poise, and leadership. Fans believe he's ready, and after every misfire from Gabriel, that belief grows stronger. Some say the coaching staff is afraid to make the switch too soon, worried about damaging Sanders' confidence if he fails. Others think it's politics, that pulling Gabriel would make the front office look foolish. But at some point, hesitation turns into denial, and denial can cost a team an entire season. The viral nature of Gabriel's meltdown only makes things worse. In today's social media-driven world, one bad throw can become a meme faster than a team can call its next play. Clips of Gabriel's miss have been edited with sad music, sarcastic captions, even comedic commentary from fans pretending to be the supercomputer that scouted him. It's brutal, it's funny, and it's heartbreaking all at once. 2 decades ago, a moment like this would have been forgotten by next Sunday. But in 2025, it's immortalized. An endless loop of failure shared millions of times by fans and critics alike. For Gabriel, it's an emotional nightmare. You can see it in his body language, the slumped shoulders, the lingering glances toward the sideline, the frustration bubbling just beneath the surface. He's not just battling defenses anymore. He's battling doubt. Every quarterback hits rough patches, but when your every mistake becomes viral content, the mental toll becomes unbearable. Still, sympathy only goes so far in the NFL. At this level, emotion doesn't matter. Results do. And right now, the results are undeniable. Gabriel isn't delivering. Cleveland can't afford to waste another year hoping things will magically click. Every week spent defending Gabriel is another week stolen from potential progress. The Browns have a defense that can compete, a fan base desperate for relevance, and a young backup quarterback who represents hope. The question is no longer if, but when. How long will they wait before making the inevitable change? Because at this point, that viral clip has become more than just a mistake. It's a symbol. It represents decades of false dawns and broken promises. It captures the exact moment when fans finally said enough. When the emotion, the anger, and the hopelessness all converged into one unforgettable scream. And whether you're a Browns fan or just an NFL observer, you can feel the weight of it. It's not just about a missed pass. It's about a team running out of excuses, a coach running out of time, and a fan base running out of patience. So here's where we stand. Dillon Gabriel's frustration might have gone viral, but it also may have marked the beginning of the end of his tenure as Cleveland's starting quarterback. The pressure is mounting, the voices calling for Shadur Sanders are deafening, and every missed throw tightens the noose a little more. If the Browns want to salvage their season and their credibility, it's time for bold action. Thanks for watching this deep dive into Cleveland's quarterback chaos. If this breakdown had you shaking your head as much as Browns fans this week, don't forget to smash that like button. Drop your thoughts below. Should Gabriel be benched right now, or does he deserve one last shot? Is Shadur Sanders really the future of the franchise? And how long do you think Kevin Stefanski can hold out before the fans force his hand? Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter of this unfolding NFL drama. Over 90% of viewers haven't subscribed yet, and unlike Gabriel's passes, that click will actually hit the mark.